John 1 8 and 9 is one of the most misinterpreted passages in the Bible. And it's so um, often quoted and used in the wrong way that it's very in a very damaging way to Christians. This is what it says. It says, if we have no sin, if we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. So, what is that saying? Is that saying that if you say you've stopped sinning, that you're deceiving yourself? And then the other thing, that's one thing they say, oh, we're all sinners. If you say you're stopped sinning, you've deceived yourself. It says it right there. And then the other one is, oh, all you got to do is just confess your sin. He's faithful and just to forgive you. So don't worry about it. Just, if you sin, you don't basically don't have to have the fear of God in your heart. And so, what is this really saying? Well, you have to understand the time and what John is opposing. He's opposing Gnosticism. Gnosticism taught that that what you did, that there's a separation between the spirit and the physical, the spirit and the body. So what they did is they actually had orgies, and they said, oh, it doesn't affect my spirit because I'm just, my body doesn't affect my spirit. What I do in my body. So that's what he was opposing. And they were also saying stuff like that Christ was not in the physical form. The Christ is the spirit. And so he says that he that does not confess Jesus has come in the flesh, you see. So that's what he was opposing there. So what they were saying is they could still sin and, commit sexual immorality. And then, oh, no, I haven't sinned. I haven't sinned. When you sin, you have to admit it and you have to own up to it, basically, and admit the guilt. And it's actually a deep work that's done in your heart. So is that what John is actually saying? Well, let's look at some of the other parts of the book. You have to ignore the rest of the book of John. You just pluck this out without reading the rest of what he says in the rest of the book. So was that John's theology that, oh, if you say we're still sinners, if you say you don't have sin, then you're a liar and the truth is not in you? Well, let's see what he says in 1 John 3:8. He says, he that commits sin is of the devil,